Well, friends, I have good news and I have bad news. So this is my update on that frost that we got on Memorial Day weekend and the damage it did to my first ever year of starting my own sweet potato starts. So disappointed, but hey, good lesson learned. I guess I can't trust the forecast in Michigan. Maybe I just wait till July 4th and hope we have a long summer and not an early fall. But I just counted them. So out of 39 starts, I have 13 survivors. 13 potential survivors, I should say. Some vines I can still feel just like lightly tugging on them. They're still firmly rooted in the ground, which gives me hope because some vines, there was no signs of life. Some, very few, but maybe a handful of the vines have nice leaves on them again, or the starts, like I can see the leaf buds about to break. So that's nice. I received the greatest blessing this week that one of my dear subscribers, I found out literally lives within 5 miles probably from me, and she offered me her extra sweet potato slips. So she got to come over today and we got to chit chat. I bartered, I hope well enough for these, gave her some bacon and some borage and some honeysuckle because I know Todd was like, "You're giving away bacon?" I'm like, 1 pound of bacon is worth a year's supply of sweet potatoes. So yes. So thank you so much. You know who you are. I greatly appreciate it. And at the same time, another dear friend of ours, but she follows us as well, we actually kind of cameoed this sweet woman in a video last year where she donated a bunch of canning jars she wasn't using to us and gave me a really cool herb called shiso. It's a Japanese herb. It's somewhat in the mint family, but not really because it self-seeds. But you can use it as a tea and a cooking herb. A little bit of a licorice flavor, but it's purple, it's gorgeous. So she posted that our community college has a community garden and they had gotten it all planted out and had a ton of starts left over. I wouldn't have bought these myself, but being that they were just sitting there and gonna go to waste, I went and rescued these babies. And these babies, they are a muskmelon and a sweet crimson watermelon. I will tell you, I have never once had success growing a melon. I will take that back. One time I grew a honeydew successfully. One honeydew, it was probably this small, but I grew it and it tasted good. So we're gonna try that again. So it's a blistering hot weekend this weekend. Today's high was 89 degrees. And so it is now sunset hour and I'm going to get out here and get this garden planted. We have rain, nothing but rain in the forecast. So hopefully that gives these starts all the fun stuff that they need to get going. So that's what I'm doing today. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because the sweet potato starts are kind of all over the place. Maybe I should count these and see how many I have. 20 sweet potato starts. So, and then I think I said I had 13 that survived. So that gets me back up to 33 out of the original 39. So that's not bad. And I think what I'm going to do is plant some of these melons at the end of my Ruth Stout bed, and then I have a couple spots in the raised bed behind me where it's kind of the mix of the lettuce, tomatoes, and basil, and I'm gonna fill in around there with whatever I have left. And if we have to find spots elsewhere in the garden, that's what we'll do. So let's get to planting some sweet potatoes. Oh, but look at this pretty puppy. He's closing up for the night, but he was glorious today. Okay, I have three open holes right here that I can plant my some watermelons in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Look at my potatoes are popping up. I don't know if you guys can see those or not. I'll take you around and show you. Put all that extra hay from when I was planting my sweet potatoes out there, and it took them for a while to pop through. All right, so 3 watermelons down here. Let's find spots for everything else around the garden. Okay, well let's try an experiment. I am really surprised how well the tomatoes are doing right here in nothing but wood chips. I mean, I did give them a little bit of compost when I planted them, but not much. I really thought that they would struggle, but they're doing quite well. So we will just throw some of these melons in between these wood tomatoes. And this soil stays super moist down here, and I know melons need that, so hopefully they do okay. If you guys have any tips on what the secret to success is on growing melons, leave it in the comments below. I always just assumed it's because I'm in Michigan and I'm not down south, but I really know that that's not true, because we have like melon farms here where they grow. I see them out in the fields, these great big huge watermelons and stuff, so I'm thinking like there's just a secret I don't know. I noticed when I was planting in my Ruth Stalk garden, it's like every single roly-poly that was in my straw bale gardens went back there and said, fine, we'll just go find a new home. It was like an army in there. So this is the bed I was mentioning. We've got 4 tomatoes, lettuce in the middle, peppers in front of that, and basil. So I'm going to plant some of my muskmelon in here, and we'll see if we can't have success here, and then with the extras I'll do the same and just go along the fence row and plant them there. All right, I just planted the other 2 right here, and we'll learn together. So I hope you guys have some tips for me on growing melons, and I sure hope that these gifts of new sweet potato slips take off. I will be honest, I ran after I got them. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. So I went to Tractor Trailer Supply to see if they had any more, and they were all out. So I'm so thankful. It was way more than I need. I always plant extra just to be sure. So this is going to be great. So I just was treating them with some Sluggo to make sure that we keep those roly-polies away. And the garden's just really shaping up really nice this year. It's going to be a really pretty garden. I'm excited about it. Well, I finally pulled up all the borage volunteers, and I'm just going to be planting them all along the edge of this forest right here. My bees are right over there, so if they take, they take. If they don't, they don't. But we never mow right here, so hopefully they take off. All right, thanks for coming out for our evening in the garden with me, and just wanted to wrap up my sweet potato drama with you guys. Talk to you later.